What's up, folks?
Hey, how are you guys?
How y'all? We here.
Yes, we are.
Don't worry. We back. Um, again, been a little bit.
Been
Um,
a slight bit.
yeah. So last time
Go ahead.
I was gonna say last time we hopped on here, we were sharing with y'all where our progress was in the journey. We let you guys know that we were pregnant.
Woo!
Yay! Um, but yeah. So
Yeah, so we were pregnant. And it was amazing. Um, everything was pretty much on track, looking good. All the way up till about week 10. And week 10, we don't know what happened.
yeah. So those of you all that pick up kind of the context clues and all, we were pregnant. Around week 9, week 10, everything was going smoothly. We went in and got to see an ultrasound. We had a
Heartbeat on Tuesday.
along with we had the gender reveal and all that.
We
Yeah,
had gender reveal.
yeah.
It was 9 weeks. So we were at that point we were 9 weeks and 6 days, I think.
Was it
Or
8 weeks and
we were
6?
8 weeks and
Yeah.
6 days. So it was that Tuesday, and that Wednesday we were gonna be 9 weeks.
Yeah, yep. So we went through that process. Very exciting time. We our older children, they were at home. They weren't at the appointment with us, but we were able to FaceTime with them, and the nurses at the clinic. They got together like a little gender reveal type ordeal, which we'll probably, it's likely that we'll post that, so that you all can share in that experience with us. But awesome. And we were able to find out that we were pregnant with a little girl.
Yes, it was amazing. It was so fun.
Yep. So
So we all found out at once, and everything was great. And we was like, hey, let's take you off some hormone meds and transition you over to get ready to go to your regular not pediatrician, your regular OB. And that was that Tuesday. And by Friday, it was like, oh, okay, got some question marks here. Monday came around and I had a little splash.
Friday. That was Friday.
No, that was Monday.
Okay.
So Monday I had a little splash. Well, contacted some doctors. We went to the OB because we actually live an hour away from where our nurse practitioner is, and 2.5 hours away from where the actual doctor is for our IVF. But then my normal OB or gynecologist is actually here where we are.
Yeah.
So I went straight over there and they checked everything out and said, hey, your baby girl doesn't have a heartbeat. Looks like her heartbeat, or she stopped growing at 8 weeks and 2 days, which would have been Friday. So it was that Monday, and we found out that, okay, well, that Friday. So, we had to have a little talk with the Lord, with just still thanking him and praising him. We didn't ask him why, and we prayed, and that following Tuesday, we went to go see our nurse practitioner, and she confirmed that, hey, there's no heartbeat, and we don't know why.
Yep. So we wanted to make sure that we kind of updated you guys, and Galisha had posted something for those of you all that are connected with her on Facebook and all. She made a post to let you all in on where we were with that. But I know we're not going to delve too deeply into that, but we're in good spirits. As you can tell, like how we're on here, responding or greeting you all and things like that. Like, that's not fake. It's not a facade or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm be honest with you. If I want to cry, I'm gonna cry. If I'm gonna be upset, then I'm gonna be upset. Like, I'm not gonna. But I said all that to say, also to help encourage, anybody else that's going through this process or that has gone through it, or, God forbid, has to go through it in the future. This isn't the end. Understand that God is still God. Understand that He's still worthy of trust,
Yeah.
honor, and respect. Understand that He still has your best interest at heart. So yeah, it's a process that's so many, and just because so many go through it doesn't make it easier for you as an individual.
Everybody's pain level is different. Everyone's hurt is different.
Right.
Me and him is going through this experience, but our perspectives and our pain levels, God's going to minister to us individually while yet still keeping us together as a union.
Right. So yeah, we just wanted to give you guys some words of encouragement to say, stay encouraged, continue the path, whatever it is that He has you to do, and the Bible tells us. In Romans 8:28, all things work together for the good of those that love God, to those that are called according to His purpose. So just remember that, and remember that when it says all things, it's talking about all things. All things.
And what's helped me is to understand too that the Lord said that He will keep us in perfect peace. And one of the nuggets,
whose mind is stayed on Thee.
Whose mind is there. And one of the nuggets that I keep getting from that is that portion of whose mind is stayed on you. So, you go through things and it seems like we're always striving after peace. We're always working to get peace in the home, or peace of mind, or peace of this. But peace isn't going to come if you didn't do the rest of that scripture that says whose mind is stayed on Him. So if you're not focusing your attention back on God and looking to God, the same way as Peter, when he started to sink, he took his eyes off God, but if he would have kept his eyes on Him, he wouldn't start drowning. And so it's the same thing with that peace. So I feel like we said that after this whole ordeal, again, we felt like David. David cried out for his child, and he did all these things, and then once it was over, he was like, well, all right, let's get me a meal, and the servants were like, yo, is you okay? Like, there's no way you're good. And he was like, I prayed and I trust God. And he grieved, but he was able to trust God with the answer and move on. And that's what we did. So we are not saying we didn't grieve. We did grieve, but we also felt at the same time God's comfort and arms around us. So we didn't feel as though we had to have this depressed, feeling.
And this is, and I think we've delved a little deeper than we had anticipated into this.
Hopefully, this is encouraging to someone.
Right. And I'm not. I know that everybody that is watching this may not be a believer or what have you, but the scripture, the reason why we have this peace, the Bible tells us that, it speaks about this peace that surpasses all understanding. That means it's a peace that really doesn't look like it makes sense. And that's what we're resting in. I know there's been a ton of you all that's been praying with us and praying for us. How we've been able to handle this situation with the baby, which her name is Melissa Grace. Mm-hmm. The way that we've been able to handle, the passing of Melissa Grace is through the peace that God has given us. So we pray for peace. You guys have been praying for our comfort. You've been praying for us. And this is the fruit of those prayers. Like those prayers have been answered. So just be encouraged, about that. But also, again, for those that may not know, may not have an established relationship with God yet, understand that the Bible tells us that we don't mourn as those that don't have hope. So our thought process is that when these two little ones, when Zion and Melissa, and then eventually at some point Gaylisha and I, and you know, each of us, when we pass on, like we're passing on, when we have our trust and faith in the Creator that created heaven and earth, then we've experienced His creation here on earth. We're moving forward to a creation in heaven that He has prepared for us. So when we mourn, we don't mourn. We don't mourn as those with no hope, because even in the passing, we still have hope that they've arrived somewhere that we've yet to experience, and that's a beautiful place.
You've been holding that word in for a while, huh?
Ha.
That's a whole message. He just preached y'all a whole mini sermon. It was a sermonette. It was a good sermonette, though. It was real good. I enjoyed it.
I ain't gonna do 7 closes though. I'm gonna just close right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else, babe?
Oh, okay. So we have not given up yet.
Nope.
We are still on this journey. You guys are still on this journey with us.
Whether you want to or not. Come on.
So
Yeah, you better be happy she holding me back.
No. Stop. What's wrong with you? So we're still on this journey.
Did you have cake on your fingers?
That's a possibility.
Okay, go ahead. What was on this journey?
It was strawberry cake. It was really good. It was actually like part of like a cupcake.
Hey, okay.
Square.
I'm sorry, I got you. We're on this journey and they with us.
Yes.
Because we said
so. Nicely. So we say so nicely, you're on this journey with us. So what we're doing now is we are going through the journey of discovery, trying to figure out what happened exactly, and we may not fully get those answers. She was the perfect size. We actually had to send her off for testing, and she came back. Chromosomes were great. She was perfect genetically. And it was a question mark of, was it my body or what happened? So what we're doing now is we're doing little tests and stuff, blood work and all of that stuff. A biopsy we're gonna have to eventually do. I'm gonna have to do. He's gonna hold my hand through it.
which I had to go through some blood testing and stuff as well. Not as painful. I wasn't comparing. I was just saying that I had to go through some testing as well.
Yeah, he did.
So that we can make sure that it wasn't, anything genetically, from with me as well, so that we can try to make, any corrections or anything like that.
So he got his blood drawn and he did that, not minimizing it, but he got his one blood test done. So he
What am I supposed to do?
I know. So he did get tested, and now I have to look forward to biopsy, possibly some immune suppressants. I'm gonna kind of venture out and look into the endometriosis that I have as well, see if maybe there's a bacteria as well or something that may have happened.
We're not experimenting. She said it venture out, but we're not experimenting. This is very concise.
Right. So I feel like I'm venturing out here because I'm like, wait, what's happening? But this is not abnormal. So we have to kind of walk through this. We'll do this probably for mainly the time span we're looking at is mainly over the summer or whatever. And then hopefully early fall or so, we can look at doing another transfer or something. So
we're at the top of June today.
Yeah.
2022.
So just for a couple of months, because you got to do testing and send them off and let them come back and all these things. So we'll see what all is going on, and hopefully if we have answers by then or some type of direction, which we think we will, maybe early fall we can look at pregnancy again and transfers again. So we're really excited about that, and we plan on continuing to update you guys and let you know kind of how we're doing. Even if I'm not pregnant yet, throughout the summer, you guys are still going to walk with us through this journey.
Yep.
I've learned not to put a time span on when we're going to get back on here because
life be busy.
Because it's crazy.
Lifing. It be lifing out here.
Crazy. Like we will plan a day, and then the day comes and we didn't forgot because there was so much going on that day. And then we get another day and we're like, oh wait, okay, we're gonna do it. And it was like, yo, like we've been playing this video for a minute since I posted about it. So We have goals. Don't get me wrong. We do have goals to be posting more than we are. But we can't really give you a set day of when we're going to be posted. So just be looking out for it and, it'll pop up.
By the way, completely ain't got nothing to do with what we've been talking about. We've been married for 10 years now.
Oh, it was our anniversary.
Yes, we celebrated.
It's our anniversary.
No, please don't do that.
Don't do that.
10
you see how he be busting my bubbles?
Of
10
marriage.
years I've been living with him busting my bubbles like this.
Listen.
I don't know why he had like he don't like my singing. It's our anniversary.
10 years of marriage. Yeah. It's been a ball. It's been a ball. I like her. Like, not just love her. I like her. Don't tell her I said it. But I really like her.
You don't have a choice in the matter.
I really like her. But yeah. So had a wonderful anniversary. Things like that. We might share some May 12th. Yep. We might share some pictures with y'all. We might share some video snippets from that day. Maybe not. I don't know.
He had me in tears. He did all this like sentimental stuff and was taking me through this process. And then when he got done, I'm like, well, I got a gift for you. And it was just like, but he went through so many things. I'm like, I just got this. And I was like in tears. Like, I'm not a highly emotional person usually. And we went there and I was just like, I wasn't ready.
Listen, men, study your wives, serve them well. You ain't gonna get it all right. I don't get it all right. I'm not even saying I'm the greatest husband. I'm not even saying I'm a great husband.
I don't even know how he does it.
I'm just saying, serve them well. Yeah.
I don't even know how he does it. Like he I don't know. He's picked up the same with studying an individual or your spouse. And I'm like, dude, I'm like spazzing out. Like, how do I study you exactly? I have an idea. I know you. But dude, you got down to crevices that I wasn't ready for. Like he studies and it's amazing.
I like her too.
I like you. I really, really like you. And you're cute. That's a bonus.
Say it again. All right. I think we're done. Are we done?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess we better be done. We're at 17 minutes.
If not, we'll be back.
We will be back. So definitely subscribe if you haven't, so that way you can get notifications, so we can pop up on your screen and give you a smile for the day and give you some encouraging words and be crazy just for the fun of it.
Cause why not? Cause life be life.
Life be lifing. Love y'all.
Love ya.